Squabble Up, the second track off Kendrick Lamar's latest album, GNX. This song blends street wisdom with biting social commentary, all while paying homage to life's gritty culture. So buckle up because we're about to unravel this complex masterpiece. Starting with the line,
Woke up looking for the broccoli.
Kendrick uses broccoli as a double entendre, cleverly referencing both weed and personal growth. While weed is commonly called broccoli in street slang, Kendrick isn't just talking about the casual smoke. He's referencing growth, health, and the nourishment that comes from striving for renewal. It's a metaphor for his career, which has consistently evolved with each album, gaining him a wider audience while maintaining his authenticity. Kendrick nods to his collaborator Kamasi Washington in the line,
Keep a horn on me, that Kamasi.
This is a brilliant double entendre. Kamasi Washington, known for his jazz contributions, has played on past Kendrick tracks. But here, Kendrick also uses horn as slang for a gun, symbolizing protection. The layered meaning reflects both the musical influence and the danger in his environment. Musically, Kendrick samples Debbie Deb's classic track When I Hear Music to add a nostalgic yet confrontational vibe. By incorporating this 1983 electro hit, Kendrick connects past eras of music to his present-day narrative of survival, growth, and street confrontation. When Kendrick spits,
Buddy pass, but I give him splash till he hydrated.
he's employing violent imagery to explain how easily he can orchestrate someone's demise. Splashed means shot, and the hydration metaphor implies that the violence will continue until his enemies are taken down. This line mirrors the harsh realities of street life, but also ties back to Kendrick's early hit Money Trees, creating a thematic link between past success and present-day struggles. The phrase,
Quid pro quo, what you want, cause I'm watching it.
refers to the transactional nature of relationships in Kendrick's world, where favors and deals are often exchanged behind closed doors. Whether in the music industry or the streets, Kendrick emphasizes that everything has a price and no one gets anything for free. In the line,
It's a full moon, let the wolves out, I've been a dog.
Kendrick plays with the symbolism of wolves and dogs to illustrate his evolution. The dog represents a tamed version of himself, loyal and friendly, which can also refer to friendships he's maintained throughout his career. However, as the full moon rises, the wolves see his wild, untamed nature come out. This is Kendrick's way of signaling that he's no longer holding back. He's going to release his true thoughts and feelings on this album, whether they're about friends, enemies, or society. The phrase,
Squabble up, squabble up.
is rooted in La slang, meaning to prepare for a fight similar to square up, but here, Kendrick adds a deeper layer. The use of BB is a nod to the Bloods gang, while the earlier CC in the track Waxed Out Murals references the Crips. Together, these subtle cues suggest a broader message of unity, despite the deep-rooted divisions in La's gang culture. This might also point to moments in La history, like the peace truce during major social unrest, where gang members temporarily set aside their differences for a larger cause. Kendrick's line,
Spit a loogie at the camera, speed it up, yes, us.
directly nods to one of the most iconic moments in hip-hop history, Tupac's courthouse encounter with the press in 1994. Tupac, a legendary figure who greatly influenced Kendrick, was known for his rebellious spirit and distrust of the media. By invoking this moment, Kendrick positions himself as part of the same defiant lineage, standing up against the industry's exploitation and misrepresentation. Kendrick's Squabble Up is a layered, intricate track that explores themes of loyalty, survival, and the harsh realities of street life. With a nod to musical legends, gang culture, and even his ongoing feud with Drake, Kendrick proves yet again that he's a master of combining personal and cultural narratives into one cohesive story. Whether through double entendres, powerful samples, or street slang, every line on this track contributes to a larger commentary on the struggles of Black identity in America. This track isn't just about love, it's about envisioning a world where all the pain and conflict disappear. Kendrick's potent lyricism and SZA's soulful touch create a song that's way more than just a vibe. It's a statement, a declaration of loyalty, growth, and shared dreams. But trust me, when Kendrick and Sa hit us with those bars, there's more going on under the surface. Luther is the third track on Kendrick Lamar's GNX album, and it marks the 5th time he's collaborated with the ethereal SZA. Let me tell you, this track is everything we love about these two lush, dreamy instrumentals, paired with lyrics that cut straight to the core. Kendrick and Sa, once again, build a narrative centered around empowerment, loyalty, and the sacrifices made for those they love. Kendrick takes it up a notch with a direct jab at Drake, calling out the funniness in the industry.
She a fan, he a flop. They just wanna kumbaya, nah.
Here's the thing, Kendrick isn't here for industry peace treaties. He's making it clear that SZA's loyalty is on his side, while Drake's attempts to fix his public image are laughable to him. Remember, this ain't the first time Kendrick's had smoke for Drake.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot.
Kendrick uses this line to reference Snoop Dogg's iconic hit Drop It Like It's Hot, but it's more than just a shout-out. Kendrick cleverly aligns Snoop's 7th album marked by the Roman numeral VI with his own place in the lineage of West Coast rap. It's like Kendrick's paying homage to the legacy he's part of while also signaling that he and SZA are carrying that torch forward. The phrase "drop it like it's hot" is widely known for describing the physical act of dropping to the floor, usually in a dance or seductive context, but here it also plays on the metaphor of dropping. Heavy, important content, letting loose their rawest feelings in the song, much like how Snoop used the phrase to mean delivering something hot and fresh.
If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply.
This line directly pulls inspiration from Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell's classic If This World Were Mine, which was later covered by Cheryl Lynn and Luther Vandross. It's a romantic statement, where Kendrick isn't just offering love, he's offering to elevate his partner's dreams. This shows Kendrick's growth as a person, especially in how he views relationships. It's about more than just emotional support, it's about building something together. Kendrick's vision isn't only for himself. By multiplying his lover's dreams, he's showing the depth of his commitment. In a world where love is often conditional, Kendrick and SZA both express a kind of devotion that transcends the individual, pushing their partner towards greater heights. SZA's verse brings the perfect contrast to Kendrick's sharpness. She's singing about connection, loyalty, and wanting more than just surface-level interaction. The line, referencing to SZA's hit single, The Weeknd, from her critically acclaimed album CRL. In that song, SZA sings about sharing a man who only gives her time on the weekends, exposing the dynamics of an affair. SZA's use of Get It Poppin' on the low also ties into the theme of secretive relationships, something both Kendrick and SZA are no strangers to exploring in their music. This is a clever moment where SZA's narrative, reinforcing the idea that their partnership is more than just musical, it's an understanding of the personal struggles they both navigate. On the low, indicates that the intimacy shared between these two isn't for public consumption, it's private, behind closed doors. The production on this track is lush Kamasi Washington's saxophone, adding layers of depth. It's no coincidence that Luther samples the Cheryl Lynn cover of If This World Were Mine, featuring Luther Vandross. This sample ties Kendrick and SZA's world to a rich legacy of love songs and soulful ballads. But this is no ordinary love song. The production here feels like a delicate balance between the past and the present, giving the track a timeless feel. In Luther, Kendrick and SZA remind us that love isn't just about connection, it's about vision, loyalty, and standing tall even when the world pushes against you. With their voices intertwining over rich instrumentals, they create a song that's as much about resilience as it is about romance.
If this world were mine.
This track right here, it's Kendrick Lamar at his rawest. Man at the Garden dives deep into what it means to earn your place not just in rap but in life. Kendrick spitting fire about sacrifice, legacy, and shaking the entire music industry to its core. If you're not ready for the truth, don't even hit play on this one. Let's break down why Kendrick says I deserve it all and why he's earned every bit of it. Alright, why all buckle up. Track 4 on Kendrick Lamar's GNX album Man at the Garden is some heavy, introspective shit. Kendrick's not just rapping about success, he's listing the receipts for why he deserves everything that's come his way. It's a manifesto for his entire philosophy. You don't get to the garden, a metaphor for paradise, success, or heaven without putting in the work. And Kendrick has put in all the work.
I deserve it all.
We kick off with Kendrick repeating this line, I deserve it all. This ain't just bragging, this is confidence backed by sacrifice. He's saying that everything he's earned, every accolade, every headline is the result of what he's given up and endured. This same energy runs through his whole career, but here, he's making it clear he's on top and no one's touching him. Think back to Kendrick's 2015 track, Mortal Man, where he questioned whether people would stick by him through thick and thin. Now, he's saying, I've been through the fire, and now I deserve everything.
Miss GNX with the back reclining, bitch, I deserve it all.
Now we get to the GNX line. Kendrick's talking about a 1987 Grand National Experimental, a rare, powerful car. It's a status symbol, but Kendrick's use of it goes deeper. It's not just about having wealth, it's about the journey to get there. The GNX represents a classic American dream success story, a symbol of reaching the top, but Kendrick earned this shit through blood, sweat, and tears. That line, "Seat back, reclining," is him relaxing, finally able to breathe after all the work he's put in.
More money, more power, more freedom.
Kendrick flips the script here. He's not subscribing to that old more money, more problems mindset. No, Kendrick's saying that more money equals more power and freedom. He's learned how to navigate that success to his benefit, flipping the hip-hop narrative. He's not weighed down by his fame, he's using it to empower himself and those around him. This is Kendrick rejecting that old mentality that success brings nothing but problems. He's claiming his right to everything that comes with it.
Pray for those who prayed against me.
Now this is classic Kendrick, spiritual yet unforgiving. He's praying for his enemies, but not in the way you think. This line drips with subtle venom. It's a Christian gesture wrapped in irony. He's giving grace to those who wish him harm, but the reality is that he's untouchable. They can pray against him all they want, he's still going to win. Some fans believe this line is Kendrick throwing more shade at Drake, considering the long-standing tension between the two, and Kendrick is showing that despite the beef, he's going to rise above.
A better life for my daughter, may my son take it further than his father, yeah, he deserves it all.
This one, pure legacy talk. Kendrick's laying out what it means to be a generational giant. He's not just looking at his own success, he wants his son to surpass him. It's that classic message of father wanting his kid to go further. Kendrick's achievements are immense, but he's saying, this is just the beginning, he's building a dynasty.
Want the shameless me or the famous me?
Here, Kendrick talks about his duality. As a Gemini, he's always had two sides, the Kendrick who's in the spotlight, doing interviews, receiving awards, and the Kendrick who's ready to destroy anyone who challenges him. The shameless Kendrick doesn't hold back, he'll burn it all down. The famous Kendrick smiles for the cameras and plays the game. He's giving a warning to anyone stepping to him, you never know which Kendrick you're going to get.
Tell me why you think you deserve the greatest of all time, motherfucker.
And here's the line that solidifies the track. Kendrick's challenging everyone, especially Drake, and asking what have you done to deserve GOAT status. Kendrick isn't just throwing shade, he's saying, you haven't earned it the way I have. The tone here is pure aggression. It's a rhetorical question, but it's also a statement. Kendrick is the GOAT, and if anyone disagrees, they need to bring receipts.
Cause my intentions was pure, even when you wasn't sure, even with every allure.
Alright, Kendrick opens up a direct reference to his long-standing beef with Drake. While the two have had their differences, it's clear Kendrick's saying that even when things got personal, his intentions were pure. His goal wasn't just to throw shots, but to expose the toxic side of the industry. He believed the hip-hop community needed some realigning, and Kendrick thinks he's bad for the culture. This isn't just Kendrick on the attack, it's Kendrick believing he's helping preserve something sacred. This line is personal, but it's also bigger than that. It's about Kendrick's role as a protector of hip-hop. Even if it's messy, even if it's aggressive, he's got pure intentions in what he's trying to do for the culture.
Put a smile on my mama. Good health and good karma, yeah, she deserves it all.
This right here is Kendrick paying tribute to his mom, Paula Oliver. She's been a huge influence in his life, and now that he's made it, he's making sure she's taken care of. This line is more than just about physical health, it's about karma too. Kendrick's saying, look, my mom deserves the blessing she's getting now because of everything she did to raise me, right? She's reaping the benefits of his success, from good healthcare to financial stability. It's Kendrick showing gratitude, but also a message about legacy. His success isn't just his, it's his family's too. This is Kendrick saying his energy, his essence is infectious. He knows his impact on the game and doesn't mind if people catch on to his vibe. But then he flips it, I burned this bitch down, don't you play with me or stay with me. This is Kendrick sending a warning shot to the industry if they don't respect his integrity. He's ready to tear it all down. He's starting a war with the music industry, challenging their values, their politics, and how they operate. He's fearless, burning everything down and daring anyone to step in his way.
How annoying does it angers me to know the lames can speak on the origins of the game I breathe. That's the same to me.
Here, Kendrick's going straight for the jugular. He's pissed at the way hip-hop has become sanitized and commercialized, with people who don't understand its roots claiming to speak for it. He's calling out the current generation, the new wave rappers, and even the fans who lack respect for the culture. master. This line highlights Kendrick's frustration with the dilution of the art form. There's also a biblical parallel here, tying back to the title Man at the Garden and the resurrection story of Jesus. A man appears in the garden, symbolizing recognition and revelation. Kendrick's "lames can speak" phrase echoes the story of Jesus healing the lame, but instead of miracles, Kendrick saying these people don't deserve a voice in his garden. Production on Man at the Garden, it's a haunting, almost spiritual beat that mirrors Kendrick's reflective yet confrontational tone. The layered, atmospheric synths combined with deep bass give it a feeling of weight. Produced by Soundwave and Jack Antonoff, the song is minimalistic but powerful, allowing Kendrick's lyrics to cut through like a knife. The track's biblical undertones are amplified by the beat. It feels almost like a church sermon that Kendrick's delivering. The pauses between his verses allow the weight of his words to sink in. This track is a statement, plain and simple. Kendrick Lamar is letting everyone know he deserves it all. His legacy is set in stone, and anyone who doubts it, they better come with something stronger than empty claims.